And nothing against anybody, any nationality here, because I know you guys have a lot of nationals, but I just got to tell you, sometimes when I call text service, it's hard for me, because I can't get through that language barrier thing, you know? It's always a little difficult. And the other day I was on with text service, and I thought, you think when a guy in, like, Pakistan calls for text service, does he get some guy in the middle of Arkansas? Well, what's the problem with your computer? Oh, please, talk slower. I don't know. Oh, yeah. So I come from kind of a dysfunctional family. I don't know if you guys have any kind of family background like that, but I do. It's my folks were actually nightclub entertainers. They were nightclub entertainers. It's true. And I was born in Reno, somewhere on the road, but you know they had a little nightclub act. And so, as you can imagine, I think you can imagine, that kind of a lifestyle growing up was pretty hectic. There was a lot of alcohol, a lot of anger, a lot of stuff going on in my home when I was a kid, and it was kind of tough. And when I got to be about 12 years old, I went to a church camp. There was a guy a kid I had met who said, hey, come to church camp, so I did. And for me, that was the first time in my life, coming from that kind of a background, that I had ever heard anything having to do with a God who, you know, loved me exactly how I was. In fact, my mom was terrified. She said, don't you start going to church because they'll brainwash you. And I remember saying to her, good, I think my brain needs some washing. I mean, because I'm telling you, life is crazy. And so I decided at 12 years old to become a Christian, and I've never had a problem since. Always been rosy. You know, life has had a lot of bumps. I've had a lot of bumps in my life, and what I've come to discover and learn is what grace is all about. Because I really had a hard time with that as I was growing up. What does grace mean? What does it really mean to be totally, completely accepted where I am? So that was really cool for me, and I don't know where you're all at. I know there's some of you, I think, go to church and are Christians. Some of you may not be, but that's fine. I mean, the great thing about our God is that He looks at us and says, I love you exactly where you are and exactly who you are. And that's something I've come to learn. Just want to tell you that. I think what I want to do, Charlie, if it's okay with you, is there's a song I want to close with. I'm going to do a couple of songs, I think. A couple of songs, okay? You guys want to hear a couple of songs?
Yeah.
I had no idea what I was going to do, but, you know. Thank you. Wow. Do that for 10 more minutes and I'll be done. That's good. That's good. Oh, by the way, I did bring more than that one CD that we gave you. Who got the CD? You did? Good job. Yeah, he didn't tell you it's $10, but that's okay. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Totally kidding. But if you want any of those, she'll tell you how great it is because she's been listening to it in the back. I'm selling those today, and they're only $10. So if you want to, you know. And listen, all the money goes right to me. So no, really, it helps me a lot. So you know. And I'm gonna do a couple songs. Are you getting up when I'm done, Charlie? Are you going to say anything when I'm done? Yeah. You are. Is it going to be good?
We'll see. We'll see.
I think I'll do one song. I'm going to do one song, then I'll be done. One song. Do two? I can do two songs? Don't point to the clock. I can see it. I can see that it's there. All right, I'll do two songs. This song I wasn't going to do because I didn't bring a prop that I normally wear on this song. Because I look so bad in a tutu. No, really, for me it's more like a 3-3. I'll do this song and I'll do another song. No one knows what it's like to be Batman. To be that man behind blue eyes. And no one knows what it's like to have a boy wonder. Makes everybody wonder what goes on at night. The Batman song! That one's done. I just had to throw that one out there. I know you're all thinking, well, this guy's nuts. But I dress nice. Are you still videotaping this? How much tape do you have on there?
43 minutes.
How much?
43 minutes.
43 minutes. That's going to be a long time. Alright, I'm going to close with a song and then I'll be done. And this is a song some of you know, your parents probably know it. Hopefully you've heard it on the radio. But it's a song that to me has been around forever. And like most people know it. We all have sung it. A lot of us have sung it or you heard it on the radio. But nobody knows what this song means. It goes like this. first part of the journey, I was looking at all of life. There were plants and birds and rocks and things. Plants and birds and rocks and things. These guys couldn't take 10 more minutes and come up with a word there. I would have liked to have been in that songwriting session when they were working on this song, you know? Okay, we got plants and birds and rocks. What else? How about stuff? No, too general. Let's go with things. Because you can rhyme a lot of stuff with things. There were plants and birds and rocks and things and sand and hills and rings. Rings rhymes with things. I don't know what rings are doing in the desert. Maybe it's those desert crop circles I hear so much about. But aren't you glad that the Beatles spent just a little bit more time when they were working on their songs? Because otherwise we might have ended up with something kind of like this. Hey you, this song's for you. I will sing things and stuff for you. The first thing I met was a fly with a buzz. Now, I'm not really like an expert or anything, but I got a feeling that in that songwriting session, the fly wasn't the only one experiencing a buzz. And sky without clouds, the heat was hot. And the ground was dry and the air was full of sound. Oh, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. Kind of sorry for the horse. That's a fine looking steed you got there. Well, what's his name? Grade E? It felt good to be out of the rain. Well, yeah, because when you're in the desert, you don't want to be surrounded by any moisture or anything. In the desert, you can't remember your name. Kind of makes sense. The horse doesn't have a name. Why do you need a name? Because there ain't no one for to give you no pain. Huh? Because there ain't no one for to give you no pain. You know, I went to college. I'm pretty good with the whole double negative thing. But what the heck does that say? Because there ain't no one for to give you no pain. Because there ain't no one. So there's someone for to give you no pain. Is it? So you're in the desert, you're on a horse without a name, and there's someone who might not maybe be there who's not going to give you pain. You're marching around the desert, there's a horse without a name, you don't have a name, and there's nobody who's not there who's not going to give you pain. For 40 years I've been trying to figure out, what does this mean? Last week it dawned on me. It doesn't mean anything. And the songwriters knew that, but they knew we'd be dumb enough to buy the record anyway, which is why the next part of the song goes like this. Hey, thank you guys for letting me be here with you today. Charlie, I'll turn it back to you.